It's the final regular season home game today for the football Cougars here at Darcy Stadium, but we will be hard-pressed to duplicate the drama and excitement of what we witnessed here 1 week ago. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Parson. Welcome into Bishop John M. Darcy Stadium. Sean McBride is back with us once again, and Sean, fans should have learned something, a big lesson when it comes to home football games. Don't ever leave early after what we saw happening here last week. 73 on the year, so he's done a great, exciting job. He just really gives a big lift to the University of St. Francis. Here comes the kick. Jackson's got it at the 12. Starts to his right, cuts off the middle, reverses back 20, 30, 35, 40. Stan Jackson, 45, 50. He's in the clear right side, inside the 35. Stan Jackson's got a chance inside the 20, inside the 10, and push. Did he get out of bounds? He did, not to the pylon though, out of bounds at the 1. So that's an 87-yard kickoff return, and the Cougars, Sean McBride, will have it first and goal.
Unbelievable. Stan Jackson, he needed one more ounce of gas, and it just wasn't there. He was caught from behind, but a tremendous opportunity for the St. Francis Cougars.
12 carries for 57 yards last week. Here's Crable, looks to Dean, works off tackles, got some room. 50-yard line, he's got a first down as it brings it down to the Spartan 47-yard line.
Well, again, we talk about setting the tone here. The offense firing on that first play from scrimmage, gets a nice first down into Missouri Baptist territory. And let's see if P.J. Dean is going to have the horses throughout all four quarters.
He's got one wide either side. Steps up in the pocket, throws to the left. He's got a wide open catch and a spinning away and out of bounds. That's got to be Rocky James out there with the dance work routine and down close to the 25 of MBU.
Great job by James, actually coming back to help out his quarterback that time, getting separation from the corner. He was able to get some a good catch that time and really good yards after the catch as well.
It's right, and the slot is Schmeling. Comes in motion right to left. Play action fake. Crable rolls right, throws over the middle. He's got a man, and a dying pass is caught by Rocky James. Touchdown. 5 yards on the touchdown toss on the dying Quayle pass, but good at the 11-12 mark. And St. Francis on the board early at 6-0.
Yeah, that was a Rocky James drive. Two very good completions that time. James, again, setting them up inside the red zone, and then he really had to dive backwards to get that pass. Not a very good one from Crable, but James was there, 6 points on the board.
And here is the gun, and here is Baldwin, and they've got him for a sack back around the 20-yard line. Mannion was there, Pearson Harnish was there, and a lot of help from the troops, including Miles McClendon.
And Matt Schwartz gets up from his nose tackle position back there. Boy, that pocket just collapsed immediately, and Brown really had no chance to get that ball.
Crable needs 3 yards, looks the throw, rush is coming, steps up, he can run, he will run to the 40, he's got the first down, 45 in midfield, and took a hit.
Oh, he was going to throw it, but he tucked the flag back in.
Wow.
That looked like a late out-of-bounds hit that time, but no call.
But it will be 1st and 10, USF up around midfield. They'll mark it a yard back into Cougar territory at the 49.
You know, Crable did a great job. Good field position awareness that time. He saw some green acres on the flats to the right. Got a first down and more.
Now they've got a new set of downs. Tight bunch lineup again, and they'll look here. Crable wants to throw off of it. Throws right side. And Middle's got Hundley open. He backpedaled, so he fell down after the catch, but he's down to the 31.
Yeah, that throw was just a little off center. If he would have led Hundley, he'd still be running. He was wide open. He got lost in coverage, found a great spot, and again, Crable needs to lead that receiver, and that would have been an even bigger gain.
With P.J. Dean lined up behind him. It's Dean. Dean off tackle. No, it's a keeper play. And here is that Stan Jackson?
I think it is Jackson. Stan Jackson that time.
Is that the Wildcat?
No. It was an end around. It was a reverse that time. Everybody flowed left and blocked left with that trips package out there. He came back from the slot position, and Crable just flipped it to him.
I didn't even see him out there.
I didn't either.
So,
no.
Doug Coate, before the game, I said, Coach, any trick plays? He looked at me, winked, and nodded his head yes, and that was one of them.
There it is. That's fantastic. So now here they come.
Yeah, hurry up offense now. Tight set again. Dean looking to find his way. Now cuts to the right and will walk in across into the end zone. The hole was plugged between guard and tackle left side, and guess what? He just took one step back and just basically walked to his right for the touchdown.
He almost literally walked, Joe. He was just taking his time getting across that goal line, but it was just that easy for the Cougars. So the offense doing a great job. Great blend, I think, of run and pass today on display by the offense.
Cougars playing well off. Little motion in my Sergio Lopez now. They'll run the ball. And second effort's not going to get it done. Gain only to the 41. Kind of surprises me, that call.
Yeah. Maybe they were thinking that, of course, this is going to be a play action, so they decide to try it through the middle, and nothing is there for Chris Baldwin whatsoever. Maybe a yard at the most, but punt team is coming on.
And he was there when USF needed him at the end. Dances looking. Now he's going to run to the left side. Cuts to the 15, to the 20, slides down at the 22. He has got a 1st and 10 for USF, and shades of last week in that final drive.
Fantastic stuff right there. Again, hats off to the offensive line for giving him a nice pocket to work out of, and hats off again to Crable. Good situational awareness. He saw some room out there when he broke out of that pocket and ran for a good first down.
A punt return of 11 this year. Nepper holds the ball, now kicks it away. Wobbly hanging ball. Loggins and fumbled it away. It's loose. Scramble for it. Who's got it back around the 25? St. Francis comes away with it. Malachi Manion's got it.
Look at that. Huge special teams play that time. USF coming up big. Was able to separate the ball on the initial hit. And again, Manion with a great job covering up that ball.
Let's see where they're going to spot it. Boy, that one just looked like it had trouble kind of knuckling coming down in the wind, and Loggins, they're down 14-0. He wants to try to come up with a play, and wrong decision.
Yeah, fair catch would have been a much safer decision that time. Would have been really there near the 28-yard line, so it wouldn't have been bad field position. But again, fresh opportunity.
Crable out of the gun. Looking now, and wants to throw. Looking, throws on the move, crossing pattern. Hunley's got it. Works his way inside the 10, still on his feet inside the 5 and down to the 4-yard line. Dylan Hunley again with a big catch.
Hunley's playing bigger than what he is. He's a sophomore wideout, 6 foot 193 out of East Noble. That night is very hard to bring down. He was able to shed 2 tackles and get good yards after the catch.
More and more, Sean, he's starting to remind me of Sean Boswell.
Yeah.
Who played much bigger than his size. I saw Sean last night at the high school game. And Crable now from the left side hash mark. Looking, play action fake, throws the fade, looking for Chrisman up. He's got it, touchdown. Got a hand on the ball and got a foot, I should say, in bounds. That'll be a 5-yard touchdown. And Crable to Chrisman at the 5:07 mark.
Great job by Crable to feather that one in. Got plenty of height on the ball, used the height advantage, and Chrisman was able to bring it down with a foot in and another 6 points on the board.
Will Chrisman, who caught the 2-point conversion a week ago that was so critical against Siena Heights, and with that touchdown catch, that's his 3rd touchdown reception of the year. 1:42 remaining. A low snap, but Crable's got it. Looks now. He's got open field to his right. Motions, throws. Rixey's down at the 10. Stumbles, stepped out of bounds inside the 10 at about the 6.
A deep out route that time by Rixey, and he does a great job of splitting those defenders, the corner and the safety there. As Crable was rolling, he put it right on the money. That was a great throw.
Yeah, Matt was directing.
Yeah.
And Rixey caught him perfectly. He was left, waiting for the snap. Nepper to the hold. Right-footed kick is on the way. He's got the distance, and good. So 28 yards. Gardner again, 5 straight if you go back to last week. And points on the board. USF up 24-0, and will step out. This is Cougar football. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Spartans trying to reach the 35. Stepping up, and they've got him for a sack. That was Marcus Stepp that tripped him up enough.
That's exactly right. And then curling in also was Jamesic from his defensive line position there. So again, they bring the kitchen sink on the blitz. It pays off. No pocket, and now 4th and forever, they're on to punt.
Dan Rixey back at punt return. He's got 5 punt returns coming into the ballgame. 1 last week for just 6 yards. Demarath back inside the 5. Needs a good snap here. Waits at the 2. Cougars with 9 men up on the line of scrimmage, trying to put the pressure on. Here's the delivery, and the kick is blocked.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to come down to about the 21-yard line, and who was that got in there?
That was number 85 for the Cougars that time. That is Jay Siegel. We've talked about him already, having a great job on special teams.
comes over, gets high fives from a lot of his teammates, the silver and blue. And again, one of those little things that we've talked about going back last week, all the things that had to happen a week ago for USF to win and did, and now the little things today with a blocked punt. Again, one-on-one coverage out here near side as Crable play action fake, rolls right, dumps it off. There's Cole. Casey Call will score. Touchdown USF at the 12-10 mark. That's a 8-yard touchdown, and the Cougars on the board once again.
Cole just released from his block, a little up and out. They let the pressure come in, and he dumped it right over the top, and he was able to scamper in for a nice little score that time. Beautifully executed, not only from the line, but also the quarterback Crable, and Cole was wide open, and he took it to the house.
The other tackle, Sergio Lopez, little motion resetting. Here is Brown looking to throw, taking a lot of time, and he's swarmed upon yet again. Cougars coming once again, and Jamisic getting up off the bottom of the pile.
Jamisic was there along with Jamal Jackson, number 56, the sophomore linebacker from Cathedral, doing a great job on the blitz. Came right up the gut and nailed him.
Loss is back to the 21-yard line now. One wide to the short side to the left as well. Pistol alignment, they'll run the play action fake, and that did not work. 3 silver and blue helmets were there, including Marcus Stepp yet again.
Just took way too long. They were trying to get it done. Good job by the defense flowing to that ball ever so fast, and they didn't have a prayer on that one.
It's interesting what sticks out to me, Sean. They've given up 21 sacks coming into this ball game, but none last week against Concordia in Ann Arbor. That's a team that USF, they gave up 10 sacks against the Cardinals.
Yep.
Now Demarath 2 yards deep has got to punt it again. His last one was blocked to set up the field goal. And again, 9 men up, and here comes the rush. Kick is away, end over end short. It'll hit at the 35. Takes a bounce, got by Rixey, picks it up on the run, gets by one, cuts back to his right, got a block, cuts to the 40, 35, 30, directing traffic's got a chance to score inside the 10 to the 5, and Dan Rixey has done it with a punt return. And that one good for what, about 41 yards?
Yeah, I'd say it was about 41, Joe. Just a tremendous job. Boy, these special teams are on fire. Not only guys we don't normally talk about, but guys like Dan Rixey back there, the sure-handed field general, barking out orders as he's running downfield. Did a great job of reversing field that time and taking it back on the right hash mark and gets into the house. That was exciting.
Said officiating, it's like the weather. You don't have any control over it.
Right.
Now here's Brown dropping time of the pocket. And they ran out of time. Dropped back around the 25-yard line. Loss of 4.
Yeah, and you have to think the defense is going to feed off of that energy. The hometown fans here, the sidelines, everybody wanted that call, so the defense might be out there. They might be a little chippy now.
Justin Groves checks in now on the defensive. He is offset to the left of Crable, and Crable wants to throw. Here's Matt looking, steps up, pulls it down, scrambles, runs to the 50, to the 45, 1st and 10, 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds. And Matt Crable just thinking that the meter's going, who's on me, and when do I need to get out of bounds to preserve life and limb?
Yeah, and I think he's got some really good intuition there. He got some backside pressure. He felt it. But again, as the zones clear out, Crable does a great job of deciding when to take that ball and just run. And
with that 6'5" frame, Schmeling in motion, counter run. Martell Williams a hole up the middle, inside the 5, and he's blasted his way down to the 4.
That was beautiful. Big old opening right there, right up the gut, and he just takes it right down, makes the safety make a grab, and he saves it right at the 4-yard line.
Hurry up offense now by USF. Williams stays in as the running back. They'll try him again, and looking and pushing into the end zone. Touchdown, Martell Williams. Time of the score at 10:03 here in the 4th quarter.
Got to give a big shout out to big number 59 for the University of St. Francis Cougars. That's Austin Smoger, the senior offensive lineman, did a nice job pulling. He was the lead blocker that time for the running back, and he was able to just open that up and give him a nice scoring opportunity for Williams.
From the line of scrimmage, play clock at 4. Hands to Baldwin. Baldwin runs into his own man and never did get back to the 10.
No, Harnish was there. That's going to be a big tackle for loss. Harnish, I think he came in unabated to the backfield right there, was almost there at the transaction, and he just got buried.
Look at the fun between Dutton and Harnish coming out congratulating one another, staying on the field and with those hip bumps. And,
they're having fun. It's a great thing to see.
With a long count, if he can draw St. Francis off, and now pitches the ball to the right. Here's Sergio Lopez trying to turn the corner. Wrapped up, he won't get there. Dropped at the 42-yard line, and the Cougars with a 4th down stop.
Adam Hoffer doing a nice job out of New Haven. Great pursuit angle, drops him for no gain whatsoever. Maybe even a tackle for loss out there in the flats.
So the Cougars will take over the football at their own 42-yard line. They're going to go for it. Cenarius with spread offense, 2 wide, wants to throw. Looking, holds the ball, throws in the middle, got to catch Schmilling at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 USF.
Great vision by Cenarius. A couple of crossing routes, one underneath, one in that zone between the linebackers and deep backs. He made a great connection.
Claire Cenarius, the 6'4 junior, came in sterling numbers, Sean, through the air. 13 of 18 for 72%, 141 yards, 1 touchdown. Martell Williams stays in as the running back. The give is to him. Blasted up the middle. He's got a chance inside the 20. Steps out of a tackle, and he will run inside. Dives for the pylon. They're going to rule him out of bounds.
Wow.
Short of the goal line.
Very impressive run that time, and a great job shedding that tackle. He was not able to get out of that second one, but with a valiant effort for the end zone.
So the Cougars with a scoring opportunity again with the backups in there. Caught an amazing catch at USF, Illinois earlier in the year. Now they hand the ball to Williams. Williams looking, and he will go into the end zone. Shedded a tackle at the 3, and Martell Williams for the 2nd touchdown of the ball game for that young man into the end zone.
And he deserved that one. That was his drive right there, doing a great job. I really like his style. He's going to be a really important playmaker in the weeks, months, and years to come here for St. Francis.
Cougars have reached the half-century mark. 51-7 USF, and in command from the get-go here today, and really feeding off that dramatic overtime victory a week ago here at Darcy Stadium. And St. Francis back on target, back on track. Kevin Donnelly looking for a big day offensively because 2 more games on the road, and that's it in the regular season. It all starts next Saturday at Lindenwood-Belleville.